Hey guys, Auspicious Aussie here, and welcome to episode 5 of the Inter Miami series. Today's episode, as you can tell by the title, we've got a couple of new international signings, and we'll be going over them right now. Get straight into it. Go into the transfer history. As you can see, we've actually got 3 new signings, but I found out that there's something wrong with the Inter Miami Academy. Basically, the Academy is treated as a separate club that is not linked to the main team. As you can see, I'm able to actually sign these players if I wanted to. This guy, for example, is pretty good, not too bad. But as you can see, they're all players that are being purchased by the academy team. However, if you look at our club info, they're not one of our affiliated clubs. And I'm assuming that it's not going to be treated as a normal academy club compared to the other teams in the MLS, which is interesting. Possibly a bug due to the beta. I don't know, but we're going to work with it anyway. This is a guy that was just signed to the academy. As you can see, he was at the Timbers Academy, and then for some reason our academy decided to sign him up. So, yeah. One of those players here is Jason Olson. Now, he was purchased by our academy player on a free transfer from one of these amateur American clubs, as you can see. He's pretty good, actually. 16 finishing, decent pace, decent strength. We needed a backup striker, and I brought him up, essentially. I had to sign him to a contract as if he was... It's very complicated, but we had to put a transfer offer in instead of just approaching to sign, which is usually how you sign up your academy players. It's perfectly fine though. I'm still not sure about the whole regen, new, young prospects coming through. I'm not even sure if they will actually get regens, because obviously last season we simmed through the first season to get the club playable in the MLS, but there was no intake, which I thought was pretty weird. So we'll just have to wait and see if that does occur at some stage throughout the season. Anyway, the 2 international signings, both of them are pretty good players. They're both midfielders as well. First of all, we've got Fabinho. He was signed on a free transfer from this club here, UD Oliverense. I'll go with Oliverense. Probably butchering that. As you can see, very, very solid centre midfielder. 5.5k per week. We did sign him on a Bosman, so 6 months before his contract started to run out, or 6 months before his contract was due to run out, we purchased him. And honestly, I really like the look of this guy. Especially, he looks like he could almost be a designated player, but we've managed to get him for 5.5k for another 2 seasons. He's only 25 as well, so there's a little bit of value. Possibly might be able to sell him. He does have Portuguese nationality, as you can see there, so maybe some Portuguese or Spanish clubs might be interested, and we can get a pretty penny out of him in the future. It's going to be good for now, anyway. The other player we signed was Marcial from Corinthians in Brazil for 275k. This guy's very similar to Ronaldo, of course, the other Brazilian centre mid that we signed. He can also play a couple of different positions, mainly a central midfielder naturally. However, he can also play left back relatively well, I would say, lacking a little bit of pace for a fullback. 7k per week, again, pretty high, but he's also pretty bloody good. He's also a left-footed central midfielder, which is something that we currently lack. So I feel like he does add a little bit of, probably preparation to playing balls out to the left or to the right, if that makes sense, from that left centre mid position. Anyway, if you have a look at the league table here, we're currently in 6th place still. I think we were in 6th last episode. It might have been in 5th. But as you can see, we're 2 points behind New York City, who are in 5th, and they sit just above us. And then we're 2 points ahead of DC United, who are on 36 points below us in 7th place. Now, today's opponents are going to be doing a doubleheader as per usual with these episodes, taking on New York Red Bulls in the first game, and then we will actually be taking on DC United in that second game. So the second game is going to be pretty interesting. Like I said, they're right on our heels, and I think a win against them would, greatly benefit us, pushing ourselves, or at least keeping ourselves in the playoffs. Getting to the lineup for this first game against New York. As you can see, a little bit of a change team. A little bit. We've got Derek in goals. We've got Brandon Bai at right back. Olson is still currently with the United States under-23s team, which he got called up into not too long ago. The centre-back's going to be Abubakar coming back in for Ronaldo. I think Abubakar picked up a suspension in the previous game. And then we have Bessler next to him. Gaza, pretty unimpressive, but he's going to, sort of keep his position at left back. The centre midfielders today are going to be Ronaldo and Fabinho. We're going to start with Martial on the bench. Of course, he's the left-footed central midfielder I was just talking about. The left winger today is going to be Mischic. The right winger is going to be Mueller. Unfortunately, Cisneros has picked up an injury. He's going to be out for not too long, but as you can see, 8 days maximum. He also got called up into the MLS All-Star squad, our only player to actually be called into that. So, yeah, I'm pretty happy with him. And he's probably our best player along with Keane at the moment. They're both really in form. And up front, the usual pair, Keane and Chen. The bench day is going to be Brown, Martial, Tolo, Salazar, Zelalim, Locklear, and Carranza. And of course, both the new boys as well, they are currently lacking in match fitness, so hence the reasoning as to why I'm not playing both of them. Ronaldo is obviously match fit. I'm more tempted to play him as a centre-back going forward. But for now, until we get one of them match fit, being Fabinho probably, we'll probably have to look. Is that a penalty? It is. All right, Keane's going to take the penalty. Can he put it away? He's in really good form. And he does indeed slot the penalty away. 1-0 to Inter Miami. Perfect start. It's his 10th goal of the season as well there. Impressive stuff. And there is the penalty. Not the greatest penalty in the world, but he does put it away. Of course, giving us the 1-0 lead. Alright, Fabinho plays it out to Gaza. Mischic. Nice little cross in. Mueller, ooh, hits the crossbar, I think. I will actually go over the fixtures since the last episode after this first game. Just wanted to try and change things up a little bit as Mueller picks up a knock there. That's not good because we don't really have anyone. All right, what we're going to do, Mueller's going to come off, Tolo's going to come on, and then we're going to swap Bai with Tolo. Tolo can play right back, and then, of course, Brandon Bai can also play as a right winger. Sort of solving a bit of a problem there, but now both of our right wingers are injured for the next game, I believe, depending on how bad that injury is. Mischic with a nice header. Is that offside? I don't think it would be because Mischic was right on the byline there. We'll have a look. Apologies, my alarm going off there. But as you can see, so Mischic gets right to the byline here. Yeah, so there's no way Keane can be offside there. And he slots the ball away with a cheeky little header. I mean, it was going to be really hard for him to miss there. And that just goes to show how good his form actually is at the moment. I mean, New York Red Bulls, they're really not doing anything too special today. Keane wins the ball back. I mean, he's essentially on a hat-trick now as well. Gaza bringing the ball forward. Good ball out to Bai. Good cross. Mischic. Ooh, Ronaldo. Chen gets the rebound. And he's not offside, so the goal will stand. 16th goal of the season for Chen. That number is astounding. Yeah, Mishcic hits the defender, Ronaldo hits the post, and then Chen slides in to get the ball across the line. Ben Chen, he's done it again. We're 3-0 up. We are cruising at the moment. What a perfect performance. All right, New York have a cross. They hit the post, and they get their own rebound as well there. A little bit disappointing, but, I mean, there's nothing we can do. I mean, to be fair, he got pretty unlucky hitting the post there. That was a very decent volley. All right, we're going to make a sub here. Tolo's really not playing too well. I think we'll bring Zelalem on for Ronaldo. Just to give Zelalem a little bit more game time. We could have bring Martial on. But I think for now we'll leave it. We might play him in the next game. I'm not too sure. Anyway, Keane coming forward again. Good cross out to Bai. Bai with a shot. I'm not sure if that hit the crossbar or if the keeper saved it, but it was a decent shot. Alright, good tackle there by Zelalem. Ooh, Chen loses a ball. Uncharacteristically, I would say. Usually he does a lot better than that. Alright, we're on the attack again. Brandon Bai. Besler. Keane over the top. He's on a hat-trick. Plays it out to Nuhu. Keane again. Back out to Nuhu. He gets the cross in. Chen hits the crossbar. Mishcic cannot get the rebound. And it goes out for a corner. Alright, Mishcic again is offside. Alright, New York have won the ball here. They're breaking forward down this left-hand side of theirs. And that's a pretty wild shot by their left back there. Alright, Roa's in behind once again. And he scores. Is that his second goal of the game? I think it is. Yeah. 3-2. I mean, this is pretty dreadful. I mean, it was a counter-attack right from essentially outside their box. One ball, and then, I mean, Derek needs to be doing better than that. He was absolutely carved up right there. He didn't even dive for the ball. Essentially ball watching. The real question is, are we going to be able to keep this lead? And we've given the ball away, and we've conceded like that. There is nothing more annoying than conceding a goal like that. That is absolutely infuriating. Who was it? Besler. Alright, Besler's missing out. He's sitting out the next game. I can't... We're 3-0 up, and we've thrown away a 3-0 lead. Fabinho with a free kick. I mean, it goes over everyone's head. We've only got stoppage time left, and New York are coming forward. If we lose this game somehow, I'm going to absolutely be pissed off 100%. We were playing so well. Oh, Besler. He needs to watch out. We've given the ball away again. Rower's on a hat-trick. Lucky for us, he passes it back. I mean, we're playing with fire, honestly. Like, this team sometimes just they just don't know what to do in certain situations, and it's really frustrating. So Mueller's going to be out for 3 days. Not too bad, I guess, but honestly, that performance is shocking. Absolutely shocking. We were 3-0 up, and we've thrown it away like that. Anyway, let's go over the recent fixtures. Of course, the previous episode was the Vancouver Whitecaps and LA Galaxy game. We then went into the fourth round of the Lamar Hunt US Open Cup. As you can see, it finished a 1-1 draw in normal time. Then went to extra time, still finished 1-1, and then we went to penalties. As you can see, 3 of their players missing their penalties. The next game I don't really want to talk about. The fifth round of the US Open Cup, we were smashed 6-1 by the Houston Dynamo. 6-1. Yeah. The attacking tactic, sometimes, like today against New York, it makes me want to change it and go to a balanced style, similar to the AC Milan series that I also have running at the moment. Ronaldo scored a goal for us, but we conceded 6 goals, and I was furious. Anyway, we bounced back in the next game with a 3-0 away victory over Seattle. Will Keane, as you can see, getting a brace for himself, and Cisneros getting a goal in the 90th minute. Sort of makes you wonder why you can lose 6-1 away from home and then beat a team like Seattle, who I would say are probably the better team compared to Houston on paper, and we beat them 3-0. Very weird. Next game was a 1-1 draw against Philadelphia, who are the current leaders of the Eastern Conference. As you can see, they opened the scoring through Bedoya, and then who else but Ben Chen getting the equaliser for us there. We then managed a 2-0 victory over the New England Revolution. Ben Chen, once again, 69th minute goal for him, and then Cisneros also getting a late goal in the 84th. We unfortunately lost to Toronto 2-1. As you can see, Omar Gonzalez and Okello getting Toronto 2-0 in front, and then Brandon Bai got us one back, but we couldn't get the equaliser and suffered a home defeat. And then, let's not even talk about the game we just played there. Anyway, what I'm going to do is advance forward 21 days. As you can see, we've got a bit of a break in the season. Join you back in 21 days for the DC United game, which will be 1 second for you. Alright, so we're back. Advanced to 21 days, but we have one more thing to go over, and that is a recent trade. For some reason it's not here. That's really weird. Let's have a look here. All trades. So there we go. So Nahu Tolo has left the club to New York Red Bulls, of course, who we disappointingly drew with just before. And basically they've given us Atlanta United's 2022 Super Draft first round pick. So essentially they've obviously traded or been traded to for this pick from Atlanta United, and therefore they've then used it to trade with us. Now Tolo, he was the backup left back. He's pretty good. He's okay. We got him in the December waiver draft, of course. As you can see, he hasn't really played too well in the MLS. He's also currently still not a United States national. So he did actually count towards the international players that we have in the squad registration. Hence, causing not a big problem, but a little bit of a problem. Anyway, we got a first round pick. I think it was a good trade. Let me know what you guys think down below. Gives us, the potential to possibly sign someone in the 2022 Super Draft that could essentially, be better than he was. We also already have another ready-made left-back replacement with the new signing of Martial. So I think it works out pretty well. Anyway, let's get into the lineup for this second game. Just go back here a few times. Okay, so basically it's the same starting lineup from the previous game, except for the fact that we brought both Olson, who's back from the international duty he was on, and Cisneros, who was injured in the previous game. So they're both coming back in, so our right side in both midfield and defence, I would say, is heavily upgraded. I was really disappointed after the last game, I have to say that. And if we get a repeat performance of that today, in a crucial game against DC United, I'll be pretty angry, pretty pissed off. Anyway, the bench is going to be pretty much the same. Pellegrini is also back from injury, which is really good, massive positive. But as you can see, he's not match fit, so we're going to stick with Miscic, who's actually developing really, really well, as you can see here. I've also given him a new contract, as you can see, so he will become a senior player. He's currently on a reserve contract. And I think he's deserved his comeuppance to a senior contract. And I'm really liking the look of him. I think he was a really, really good signing from our March waiver draft. Anyway, let's get into the lineups for the game. Of course, have a little look at DC United's lineup here. They got some good players. Acosta, very good. Rodriguez, Kamara, Birnbaum, of course Bendik in goals as well, was the goalkeeper I was trying to sign at the start of the series. As you can see, the recent form really not, too positive for either team at the moment. Yeah, I'm going to calmly say let's give the fans something to cheer for. Not a lot of options with that team talk. That's a little bit weird. Usually you get a few more options. Anyway, Miscic with a corner, sorry. Chen cannot put it in the back of the net. And like I said, this is such a massive game. I'm pretty sure DC are only... Oh, what is he doing? Oh my god. I decided to keep Bessler in there just because I wanted Ronaldo to stay in midfield today, even after Bessler's horrendous pass last episode. That was something. It was something else to give them the goal. Anyway, got to try and move past that. It's a different game. Miscic with a nice ball out to Cisneros. Ulusunde, get in there, son. That's his first goal for the club. Cisneros back from injury with the assist. And like I said, our right side with those two is so much more dangerous. Beautiful cross there from Cisneros. And a decent little finish from the right back. Ulusunde, he's actually developing really well as well. He's got 20 determination. And I would say if you're doing an MLS save, he's definitely worth a pickup. He's a very, very talented right back. With, of course, American nationality. So, look at him. He's just ripping players down that right-hand side. I mean, he was a bit greedy there, a bit selfish. Going for the shot. I mean, he probably could have passed it for an assist really easily there. He's also picked up a yellow card. But we are in front. It is 1-0 to Inter Miami. So far, so good. Bessler with a good challenge there. Keane wins the ball back. Fabinho over the top. Cisneros. Ooh, that's a good save by Bendik. Miscic with another decent corner. I should probably change my corner tactics. It's kind of default at the moment. And it does seem a little bit wasteful sometimes. I think that might be something I do before the next episode. Alright, Ulusunde's... That was a bit of a risky pass there. Out to Miscic. Breaking down this left-hand side. Good cross. Chen hits the post, but he's going to be offside anyway. All right. 35 minutes into the game. Eric claims that ball. And he goes short to Besler. And I mean, the goal was open then. That was a scary moment. Anyway, Cisneros plays it back inside to Olson. Nice ball out to the left-hand side. Mishcic. Oh, beats his man. That's a pretty good cross, actually. Should have done better. Garza to Ronaldo, who gives the ball away. I mean, we're lucky we got it back there, but that was a disappointing... Oh, no way. Chen! Oh, it's offside. I got a little bit too excited there, I think. I just love it when my two strikers connect in that type of fashion. Anyway, Chen. Good pass to Ronaldo, who loses the ball again. Not having his best game, Ronaldo. Mishcic. Good cross. Yeah, I don't think Cisneros is going to score that header. A bit too far out. Cisneros with another cross. Cleared away. And now DC could be on a bit of a counter-attack here. Kamara's in behind. That's a good tackle there. Who was that? Garza. Brilliant interception or block from that shot. Alright, can we defend? So far, so good. I'm pretty sure that's offside. Yeah, there we go. Half time. We're 1-0 up over DC. They haven't actually had a shot on target yet, so that is a positive sign for sure. Alright. DC in possession. I would love to try and get a second goal here, just to really try and solidify our lead. Acosta's in behind, but luckily he shoots it straight at Derek in our goals. Oh, and Chen could be in behind. Oh, but he lays it off unselfishly. Cisneros. Oh, Olasunde almost gets another goal there. Just goes wide. Alright. Highlight for DC. Ooh, Ronaldo steals the ball away. Somehow Fabinho gets it. Keane. Nice ball out to Mishcic. And he scores. What a cheeky little finish as well. That's his first goal for the club. Keane with the assist, and that was a nice finish by the 17-year-old. Look how good this. Beautiful pass by Keane in behind. And then watch this finish. Oh, just sneaks it under the goalkeeper's arms. For a 17-year-old, that is some talent. Very impressive. And that's a good challenge by Boubacar inside the box as well. I always get a little bit worried about penalties. Derek, ooh, that was a bit weird. Looked like he sort of punched it. Maybe it's his handling skills not being so good. Anyway, Keane went back out to Mishcic here. And that is almost a second goal for him. Really good save by Bendik in the DC United goal. Oh, and Chen should have been on that. He should have been on the end of that corner. It was so close to him. I mean, I have to say, Besler and... I mean, really all the defense. Boubacar, I mean, he's given away a free kick there, but all the defense today, Olasunde, Garza, and Besler, they've been pretty outstanding. I'm quite impressed so far. I mean, we're only in the 55th minute, so anything can happen. Anyway, Chen's got the ball now. Good hold-up play, laying it off to Ronaldo. Miscic to Gaza. Ronaldo again. We're moving the ball nicely. Gaza with a nice cross. Cisneros hits the post, but luckily gets his own rebound. And we're 3-0 up over DC United. That was a bit of a weird goal, I have to admit. A very, very weird goal. Great cross by Gaza, though. Clamours against the post, and it literally rolled straight back to him for an easy tap-in. But I mean, we were 3-0 up in the last game against New York, so we are pretty prone to throwing away a lead. I think you guys all know that after watching that disappointing 3-3 draw. Anyway, Cisneros can't score his second goal, unfortunately. Good save by Bendick again. He's such a good goalkeeper. I do rate him. Hence why I wanted to actually sign him. But I mean, Derek's not too bad. Give him some credit. Alright, we've got to defend this corner here. Alright, that's offside. I mean, look how good our team is at the moment. The ratings for the match really looking good. Alright, what I am going to do now is I think Pellegrini will come on for Miscic. And then I think Salazar can come on for Fabinho. I do want to bring Martial on. But I'm just not sure who to take off. And I think we might want to keep that last sub. Just in case. Alright, we've got to throw in. Gaza to Chen. Can he pass it? He's going himself. Ooh, that's a good save. I mean, Chen's a natural goal scorer. Has to be said. Pellegrini back to Gaza. Crosses it with his right foot, which is interesting. Alright, Pellegrini on the ball now. Switches it. This is Cisneros. He also switches it back to Pellegrini. And what a goal that is. Oh my goodness. That was special. That was a special goal. One switch, one wing switch to the other wing, and then a goal. Look at this. Cisneros switches it back out to the back post, and bang. Pellegrini. Getting his third goal of the season. A little bit low for a designated player. But he is only young. He's only 20 years old, so we'll let him off in his first season in the MLS, I think. Hopefully he's got more goals to contribute, but I mean, we're 4-0 up at the moment. We are scoring goals for fun. Salazar, not a great ball by him. Alright, Derek plays it out wide to Olson, who keeps it in somehow. That was a pretty impressive kick of the ball, actually. And it does look like Kamara scores. We're not going to keep the clean sheet. A little bit disappointing, considering how well we've actually defended today. But I mean, when you're 4-0 up, maybe the defenders are taking their foot off the gas a little bit. But overall, I mean, still a pretty incredible performance. Cisneros going to be man of the match. A goal and 2 assists for him. But I mean, there are a couple of other performers out there that have done quite well as well. So yeah, 4-1 victory over DC United in a pretty important game in regards to the playoffs. We'll have a little look at the league table here. Just praise Cisneros for that impressive game. All right, let's have a look. So we're still in 6th. We're 2 points behind New York. And as you can see, we are 4 points ahead of DC United, and we also have 2 games in hand over them as well. So I'm going to say that we're probably in a pretty comfortable position. We look good at the moment. And, that's saying a lot considering the disappointing draw against New York Red Bulls. Anyway, that is going to wrap this episode up, guys. You can smash the like button, hit the subscribe button as well. And if you turn the notification bell on, it will give you a notification when these videos do indeed get uploaded. And as always, guys, apart from that, take it easy and goodbye.